So we're just jumping in here with both feet. We've made some modifications. We have some new software to collect every game that we play, and we've got a new mic, so hopefully this sounds a little bit better. It's not a new mic, it's an old mic, and thanks to Hexamal for that. So we're playing our standard life gain deck. Nothing to see here. This was a standard deck that has changed to a historic deck. It's historic so I could put that Soul Warden in. I see red, I see white. I just know that I'm up against a Boros deck. First thing I can do is get as many creatures on the board as fast as I can, gain as much life as I possibly can, because I can, you know, survive the... Actually, wait, what's that? Oh, it's a graveyard shenanigan deck. He's dumping lots of creatures into the graveyards, and there's the swamp. Okay, does that change anything? I, again, gain as much life as I possibly can, hope to weather the storm. Swinging in, I should be okay. There's nothing that should be able to stop me at this point. 4 mana, what's he gonna... Oh, Eldrazi. Well, that's a problem. In a fit of rage, I read the card to explain the card. He didn't get his trigger because he slid it on the battlefield from the graveyard. So, I will swing. He's now going to dump a couple of creatures, actually a couple of permanents of mine. 20 cards of mine. I should just give up in fury and frustration. Oh no, he's bringing back a creature instead. At least I'm up to 7. And here was the other change that I made to make this deck historic. Settle the Wreckage. So yeah, I lose my 20 cards, but he loses his Ulamog. Reading the card explains the card. Dropping this onto the field does nothing for me. I should probably have done nothing but save that Settle the Wreckage. But at this point, I feel like I've got to go hard and go high. Not be high, just go high. Down to 1 life. Can it happen? Can life gain beat Exile? Well, we're about to find out. It's looking pretty good for me, though. Yikes. Alright, fair enough. Does that disrupt my plans at all? I've got plenty of things to get rid of. I'll never see that Planeswalker. You know I hate Planeswalkers, right? Anyhow, I think I'm doing just fine here. So this is only going to be a 2-deck run here. Usually I play best of 1, but I try to load up 3 games at a time. The next one... Yeah, sweet. There we go. The next one is a meta game that is up against Elves. What can I possibly do against Elves? Well, again, this is historic, so the Soul Warden going to be clutch when it comes down to it. At least that's what I'm hoping. Looking at the cards, got the Brothers War cards. I'm very disappointed that you can't farm the way you used to in Arena. That's how I would complete all my sets. Just more and more. I try to keep these things positive. Never mind. All right. So, what's the daily deals? Doesn't matter. Let's get into another game. That's what we're here for. Let's see what difference we can make on Arena. All right. Thinking. This is why I play this double speed. So we hopefully don't have... There's that Soul Warden in the opening hand every time, or it should be. It draws fire immediately, but since I go second, Elf, I'm feeling good because, well, as long as they don't have removal, as long as they don't have something that makes me fight creatures, I have a possibility. Still, staring down 4 creatures this early in the game, it's a little bit disheartening, but knowing that my creature's going to get buff, I can live with that. I can hold them at bay. 3 mana, I'd really like to have 4, but I now have a flyer. Doesn't matter because I know they're going to get something with reach here in a minute, or they have the potential of getting something with reach. So all I can do is motor on, plow through it, and hope that when he swings in, I've got 4 mana available for the Settle the Wreckage. This shenanigans of being able to get these things flight and getting them vigilance is just freaking awesome. They did not draw into what they needed to. Even so, I'm at 32 life. They can still push through. A little bit of trample, a little bit of death touch, and I guess he didn't feel it. All right, so life gain is still king. It can still handle anything that's out there, given a lucky draw. Straight up. I mean, I realize that. I understand that. So keep that in mind if you try to net deck this deck. All right, so at some point, I will be talking about the dumpster fire sale of Garbage 30. Let's try that again. The 30th anniversary dumpster fire, but I'm not going to publish that a lot. So go ahead and subscribe or come back often so you can see it. This is a standard life gain package. The only changes again were those 2 cards, mainly the Soul Warden and the Settle the Wreckage. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch. I appreciate you.